Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I thought I'd show you how I cut and style my vintage style bangs. Basically my style of vintage style bangs is more or less a style that, like, if I pin it in a curl it looks really 50s pin up. And if I just let it, you know, hang loose, then it's just, yeah, bangs, but slightly vintage. So yeah, for me it's versatile enough, and yeah, I mean there's a lot of work to be done about my bangs this time. Because they've grown out, so I need to cut them. I've already washed them. I always start off with wet bangs. I've already washed them and now I'm going to cut them. After that I'm going to blow dry them, which is part of the styling. And then there's the final part of styling, which is a curler. So yeah, I'm going to take you through that entire process. If this part of the video sounds like I'm standing in a bathroom, well, that's because I'm standing in a bathroom. So that's why the noise is all echoey and all. But yeah, let's unclip the wet bangs. And get started. So what you need for this is your bangs, obviously, preferably wet, freshly washed, a comb, a thin comb. I always use one that's very thinly teethed, so I really get all the tangles out of my bangs. And also hair cutting scissors. These are just from my local drugstore. I don't cut my entire hair with them or anything in like intricate hairdos. I just basically cut the tips with it. So as long as it's a decent sharp pair of hair cutting scissors is fine. And what I always do is just really the very simple way. Select the hair that is part of my bangs, pull it forward, so twist it once, and then just cut this. Twisting it just makes sure that it gets a little bit more of a rounded shape. And also, if you're doing this for the first time, don't immediately go in and chomp off half of it, because you'll end up looking like the dude from Dumb and Dumber, which is not the look most people tend to go for. But yeah, just start off with a little bit and then keep cutting it shorter. If you want it shorter, but be careful, better go in bits than to immediately go all in and regret it. Me, I want quite a lot of it, so I'm going to here. And what I also like to do is just put the point of the scissors in it a little bit. That's a weird explanation, you'll see when I do it. But anyways, just to make sure that there's no blunt edge. And then we're at this point. Now I always leave mine hanging over my eyes because I blow dry them, I style them in a curl, so they will get a little bit shorter when they're done. Like we're baking a cake or something. Anyway, but yeah, if you're going for just flat bangs, obviously try to make them, you know, be above your eyes instead of hanging in front of them. The least fun part of it all, cleaning the bathroom. Okay, next up we're back in my room because that's easier to film, and also I need an electricity outlet. Because the next part is blow drying the bangs. Now I'm going to explain this just because, well, if I try to explain it, like I'm going to explain it beforehand, because if I try to explain this while I'm doing it, it's not really going to be audible because this hairdryer makes a lot of noise. But basically what I do is I put a styling mousse in it. I always use the Extra Strong by Nivea because at some point in time I started using it and I just never changed. It works, so it's fine. But anyway, I'm just going to curl my bangs around my hairbrush, like the blow drying brush. And yes, I know I need to clean it, please ignore that. And then blow dry it with hot air first. And then I'm going to, once they're dry, I'm going to set it with cool air. Now if you don't have a blow dryer that, hey, there's a bobby pin on the floor over here. Anyway, but if you don't have a hairdryer that can blow cool air, then you can just, you know, let it air cool. Just leave the brush in for a little bit while your hair cools down, basically. But it's not extremely important if you're also going to do the step after this, which is the hair curler. But we can ignore that for now. Let's just focus on this part first. Okay, and then we have this result, dry bangs that we can remove the brush from. Now, like this we already have, you know, nice bangs, and what I used to do is just leave it like this, put some hairspray in it and call it a day, which also does work. And it does actually stay intact for quite long if you're very careful with it. However, I don't know about you, but I'm not very careful with my hair when I'm sleeping. So every night I wear this thing, like I always, because my hair is very long, I always put it up in a bun and then put a scarf around it, very vintage style and all. But it is actually quite comfortable. Anyway, I also put this thing in my bangs and put it below the scarf, so every morning my hair looks amazing immediately, so I don't have to make an effort at 4 in the morning, because I don't want to. And yeah, what I also use this for is if I want my hair out of the way, like today I want to do makeup after this. And yeah, if I pin it to the side, it's just going to get a really weird curve in it, which is not convenient. So what I prefer to do is to pull it up with this, so it's out of my face, but it's also still in, you know, a good shape. So yeah, what I use to make sure that it stays in style for even longer is the Schwarzkopf Silhouette Classic Formula Invisible Hold Style and Care Lotion, which is this. So yeah, we're gonna do that also today. Fun fact, your clothes will be immediately covered in style and hold spray as well. And what I do is just pull my bangs together and just put them around the curler. What else? And then just pinning it there so it is pinned in place, obviously. By the way, this is actually one of those self-adhesive hair curlers, like it has this little, like, you know, sort of like hard plastic claw thingies in it. But who actually believes in that sort of stuff, like that you put it in your hair and it actually stays in by itself? I don't believe that, because it doesn't work. So I use the hair clips, and yeah, I'm gonna do my makeup now, and I'll see you again once my bangs are in their full perfect style. Okay, so I've done my entire makeup, and by now the lotion has dried completely. Now overnight it will definitely dry, and in summer when it's warm it'll also dry if you're just doing your makeup. But keep it in mind, if it's very cold where you are, don't use as much lotion, because then it won't have a chance to dry if you're just doing your makeup. Anyway, time to pull this out and I'll show you the final result. Now obviously I do usually comb it out, especially if I want to go for a more wearable look. If I want to go for the full on 50s bangs though, I grab it like this and I pull it up and I put pins here so it becomes the 50s bumper bangs. But yeah, anyway, that's not something I want to do now. Now I just want it a little bit more natural. So I'm just going to comb it out and then put some hairspray in it, and that's it. And yeah, that's basically just the entire result. Whoa, ignore the sound of my chair creaking like hell. Anyway, I also added some hairspray, obviously. Yes, I totally dropped it on the floor just now. And yeah, that's it. That's my bangs. That's how I usually wear them at work, at everyday life, everywhere. I just really like the whole poofy sort of vintage Barbie bangs. I unwittingly copied the hairdo of my favorite Barbie from when I was a child. Anyway, that aside, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was useful. If you also want to do vintage bangs, if you have any questions, you can always ask them. Do keep in mind, I'm not a professional hairstylist or anything. I'm a makeup artist. I just like to do my own hair. For now, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button. It would really help me out. And if you don't want to miss any of my future videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. I actually mostly do makeup tutorials. This is also a makeup tutorial, a very quick and easy one obviously, but still. I have no idea if it's already online when you're seeing this, because I don't know in what order I'm going to put things up, basically. I don't know my own schedule. But yeah, for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!